All the Ballerina and John Wick films use a fighting style called Gun-Fu. Gun-Fu combines guns with martial arts. John Woo's 1985 film, A Better Tomorrow, is often considered the birthplace of Gun-Fu. The fighting style really blew up in North America with The Matrix. The co-directors of John Wick were both stuntmen on The Matrix and came up through martial arts training. They grew up loving Hong Kong action cinema and started a company that trained stuntmen in the Gun-Fu technique. The style of John Wick, the wide, static long shots that capture the ballet of bullets as Keanu Gun-Fus, was a product of them running out of time and budget during production and having to shoot everything in one master shot with very few cutaways. Dancing. Quote, "It's not twerking, it's not salsa or breaking. You might put it somewhere between voguing and the robot." Unquote, the New York Times. A zoologist in Germany has been studying the stylized movements of female gibbons and has determined it has the key characteristics of human dance. Rhythmic movement that doesn't serve any purpose. Lots of animals do mating dances, but it is usually always the male that dances, and it is usually to attract a mate. With gibbons, only the females dance, and they are already in monogamous relationships. They also always dance with their backs to the male gibbons, maybe to show off their booty. Dancing. For some reason, it seems like a lot of stars start their careers as dancers. Let's take a look back at some of their moves before they made it big. Not all of them are super embarrassing. Here's Ryan Gosling even before he was a part of the Mickey Mouse Club with Britney Spears. Love the hammer pants. Here's J-Lo trying out to be a fly girl on In Living Color. Channing Tatum when he was a stripper. Vin Diesel back in his b-boy days when he had hair. Tom Holland in the musical Billy Elliot. Zendaya joined a hip-hop dance troupe when she was 8. She also took hula dancing. This is model Naomi Campbell tap dancing in a Culture Club video. Future Black Swan Natalie Portman at dance camp. Tupac Shakur doing the Humpty dance as a backup dancer for Digital Underground. And finally, Colin Farrel as a line dance instructor in Limerick, Ireland. Dancing. It has been 5 years since Tom Bergeron got booted off Dancing with the Stars. He had been the face of the show for 15 years. Don't worry, he is returning to TV with a new dance competition show on Discovery, Dancing with Sharks. And it is exactly what it says it is. Expert divers with their shark partners will be dancing underwater. I think it's important to note here that when a TV show starts getting bad, people say it has jumped the shark. That is in reference to the Happy Days episode where Fonzie jumped a shark in his leather jacket. The show continued going downhill from there. However, maybe going forward we will start using Danced with the Shark instead. Dancing. There is a saying that if somebody is a good dancer, they are also good in bed. The director of the new horror comedy Die My Love, Lynn Ramsey, took this to heart. She had her stars Jennifer Lawrence and Robert Pattinson take dance lessons before their first shoot. Neither are strangers to dancing. Lawrence dances in Silver Linings Playbook and Pattinson in the slightly less sexy Lighthouse. The dance lessons were all in preparation for the first day of shooting, a full-blown sex scene. Neither are strangers to those either. Pattinson went all in for Twilight Breaking Dawn. And in No Hard Feelings, Lawrence didn't use a body double, not even for the beach fight. Ramsey thought the dancing would build a fast connection between the two before they had to get naked, and it seemed to work.
She had us do dance lessons before we started shooting, which was so humiliating and embarrassing.
I think you can't get more embarrassing than they're like, now do it naked.
The movie received a 9-minute standing ovation at Cannes. Dancing. Maybe as a distraction from the sinking ship that is Tesla, Elon Musk released a video of his humanoid robot Optimus dancing. The moves of Optimus were pretty impressive, very human-like. It received lots of positive feedback in the comments. There was one voice that was not that impressed. Somebody asked Elon's own AI, Grok, what it thought about Optimus, and it responded that its usefulness was limited. To add insult to injury, Grok was then asked to rank the top 5 humanoid robots, and Optimus came in last. Number 1 was Boston Dynamics Atlas, which excels in dynamic movement like parkour. Grok is like that town in Footloose. He does not like dancing. Dancing.
Let me show you how it's done.
And that